Hello, graceful Libra. As July 18, 2026 unfolds, you may notice that the most meaningful changes aren't happening in dramatic ways. Instead, they're taking shape quietly, inviting you to pay closer attention to your thoughts, your emotions, and the choices that have been asking for your attention. If life has felt slightly out of balance lately, consider today an opportunity to gently restore what truly matters, instead of carrying responsibilities that no longer reflect who you're becoming. You may find yourself looking at familiar situations from a different perspective. Something you once believed deserved your energy may no longer feel as important, while another part of your life begins asking for greater care and honesty. Rather than resisting this shift, allow yourself to trust your own judgment. Sometimes growth begins the moment you stop trying to hold everything together and start choosing what genuinely supports your peace. If there are lingering emotions, unfinished conversations, or attachments to the past, this is a meaningful time to acknowledge them without letting them define your next step. New experiences often arrive quietly, making space only after you've released what has been weighing on your heart. Whether you're nurturing an existing relationship or remaining open to someone new, genuine connection grows through authenticity, thoughtful communication, and mutual respect rather than certainty alone. Today's energy favors steady, patient progress. You may occasionally find yourself remembering opportunities that slipped away, yet the present has its own quiet gifts, waiting to be recognized. The symbolism of the Knight of Pentacles reminds you that lasting success is rarely built through urgency. Every thoughtful decision, every small accomplishment, and every consistent effort becomes another stone in a foundation that will support you well beyond today. Keep your heart open to encouraging news, meaningful conversations, or small breakthroughs that reveal how far you've already come. The message for today is simple but powerful. Release what no longer brings balance. Trust the wisdom you've gained through experience, and allow each choice to lead you toward greater clarity. The road ahead doesn't need to reveal every answer at once. Sometimes the next meaningful step becomes visible only after you've taken the first one with confidence and calm. As always, remember that astrology offers possibilities rather than certainties. Take what genuinely resonates with your own experience, and feel free to leave behind anything that doesn't. Every person's journey unfolds at its own pace, shaped by individual choices and circumstances. Let today's reflection be an invitation to listen more closely to yourself, because your future is influenced most by the decisions you make with awareness and intention. Today we'll explore the energies surrounding different areas of your life, including love, career, finances, health, and family. Before we begin, your symbolic numbers for today are 18 and 27. Gentle reminders of renewal, thoughtful choices, and the steady progress that comes from trusting your own path. Your symbolic color is soft blue, a shade that reflects balance, honest communication, and emotional clarity. Whether you wear it or simply notice it around you, let it serve as a quiet reminder to return to your center whenever life feels scattered. One theme deserves special attention today. Avoid blending every concern into one emotional picture. It's easy to let uncertainty in one area influence the way you see everything else. A challenge at work doesn't automatically define your relationships, just as an emotional conversation doesn't mean your future plans are falling apart. Pause before connecting pieces that may not truly belong together. The more clearly you separate each situation, the easier it becomes to recognize what genuinely needs your attention and what simply needs a little more patience. Your determination is one of your greatest strengths, Libra, and it has carried you through many important moments. Yet today, love asks something different of you. Not every meaningful connection responds to effort alone. Some relationships deepen when they are given space to unfold naturally, allowing trust and understanding to grow at their own pace instead of being guided by urgency or expectation. If you're searching for love, pay close attention to emotional readiness, both yours and the other person's. Attraction can be genuine, while timing is still uncertain, and not everyone who enters your life is prepared to build the same future you envision. Rather than investing all your energy in making something work, notice whether the connection creates a sense of peace or quietly leaves you feeling unbalanced. Choosing patience now may spare you unnecessary disappointment later. If you're already sharing your life with someone, gentle and honest conversation becomes far more valuable than trying to solve everything at once. A misunderstanding does not have to become a lasting distance when both people are willing to listen with openness. Give yourself permission to tend to your own emotional well-being first, because relationships often become healthier when each person feels grounded within themselves. From that place of balance, decisions become clearer and affection flows more naturally. At the same time, you're beginning to feel less willing to wait for life to make the first move. Whether it's reaching out to someone you've been thinking about, suggesting an idea you've quietly held onto, or taking the first step toward a personal goal, your confidence grows from a place of calm rather than pressure. Instead of acting to prove yourself, you're acting because your intentions finally feel aligned with who you are. That quiet certainty carries far more power than impulse ever could. The atmosphere surrounding you now suggests that something beneath the surface is gradually becoming visible. Emotional confusion begins to settle, making room for fresh possibilities that once seemed difficult to imagine. Someone may become more honest about feelings they've kept hidden, or you may simply recognize truths within yourself that have been waiting patiently for your attention. Either way, this period invites you to respond with curiosity instead of fear. The Strength card appears as a reminder that resilience is not measured by how much you can endure, but by how gracefully you restore your inner balance after life tests you. The experiences that once challenged your confidence have also refined your judgment, helping you understand your emotional needs with greater clarity. Every difficult chapter has quietly strengthened your ability to move forward with compassion, patience, and self-respect rather than self-protection alone. As you continue learning from those experiences, self-awareness becomes one of your greatest assets. Old doubts gradually lose their influence because you no longer measure your worth through past disappointments. Instead, you begin making choices that reflect the person you are becoming, allowing wisdom, not fear, to guide your next steps. The Fool arrives not as a symbol of reckless beginnings, but as an invitation to see familiar paths with fresh eyes. A new chapter may emerge through a partnership, a creative opportunity, a change in professional direction, or simply a different way of approaching everyday life. You don't need every answer before taking the first step. Sometimes clarity grows alongside movement, revealing possibilities that could never have been seen from where you once stood. The Ace of Wands adds a quiet surge of inspiration, encouraging you to bring renewed energy into projects that genuinely reflect your values. An idea that has been waiting in the background could begin developing into something meaningful, especially when supported by thoughtful planning and collaboration. Professional growth is likely to come not through rushing ahead, but through recognizing where your talents naturally complement those around you. With steady focus and confidence, what begins as a simple spark today has the potential to become something lasting and deeply rewarding. The Magician appears as a reminder that the resources you've been searching for may already be within you, Libra. Your insight, diplomacy, creativity, and quiet determination can accomplish far more than you sometimes give yourself credit for. This card suggests that true power rarely arrives all at once. Instead, it reveals itself through the small choices you make each day and the confidence you gradually build by honoring them. Rather than waiting for the perfect moment, recognize how your thoughts, intentions, and daily actions quietly shape the reality you're creating. What begins as a clear intention today can grow into something deeply meaningful when supported by patience, consistency, and a genuine belief in your own abilities. The more you trust your natural gifts, the less you feel the need to search outside yourself for validation or direction. You may also notice that an important connection begins reflecting your own inner growth. As you become clearer about what truly matters, your interactions naturally become more honest, balanced, and emotionally fulfilling. Conversations that once felt uncertain may begin flowing with greater ease because you're no longer trying to meet expectations that don't belong to you. If there is a goal calling to you, whether it's professional, emotional, or deeply personal, this is a favorable time to direct your attention toward it with purpose instead of pressure. The more closely your actions reflect your values, the more naturally opportunities begin to unfold. Rather than chasing every possibility, you'll instinctively recognize the ones that genuinely belong on your path. The Lover's card speaks less about romance alone and more about meaningful choices. A relationship may deepen through greater honesty, or someone who has remained emotionally reserved could begin expressing feelings more openly than before. At the same time, this card reminds you that every connection is also a reflection of your relationship with yourself. The way you communicate your needs, establish healthy boundaries, and remain true to your values often shapes the quality of every relationship you experience. The healthiest bonds are built when both people feel free to be authentic, creating space for mutual understanding instead of expectation. When two people choose openness over assumptions, trust develops naturally and lasting connection becomes possible. A conversation or unexpected encounter could gently shift the direction of your emotional life. There is no need to rush toward answers or force certainty before you're ready. Instead, remain open to what reveals itself naturally, allowing both your intuition and your discernment to work together. You may discover that clarity doesn't always arrive in dramatic moments, but often grows quietly through honest observations and meaningful exchanges. Sometimes the most important decisions are not about choosing another person, they're about choosing the version of yourself you want to bring into every relationship. That quiet inner choice has the power to transform every connection that follows. Turning to your well-being, today offers a gentle reminder to check in with your body as thoughtfully as you check in with your thoughts. If it's been quite some time since your last routine health appointment or blood work, consider making space for it now. This isn't about expecting problems. It's about honoring yourself through awareness, prevention, and consistent care. Pay particular attention to ongoing stress, the quality of your sleep, digestive comfort, or any recurring symptoms that you've been quietly setting aside. Often the body begins whispering long before it ever needs to raise its voice, and listening early allows you to respond with wisdom instead of urgency. Rather than allowing worry to guide your decisions, let curiosity and self-care take the lead. Reaching out to trusted professionals or seeking helpful advice can become part of strengthening your foundation, instead of reacting to fear. Small habits practice consistently getting enough rest, nourishing yourself well, or simply creating moments of stillness during a busy day can have a greater impact than you might expect. Caring for yourself consistently creates more room for clarity, energy, emotional resilience, and confidence in every other area of your life. The more supported you feel physically, the easier it becomes to approach life's challenges with patience and perspective. In your professional world, the atmosphere feels steady and encouraging. Whether you're satisfied with your current role or quietly considering a new direction, there are signs that your efforts are gradually aligning with opportunities that reflect your long-term goals. You may begin noticing that people recognize your reliability, your ability to bring harmony to difficult situations, or your willingness to collaborate with genuine integrity. Collaboration, thoughtful planning, and a commitment to developing your skills are likely to bring more lasting rewards than trying to force rapid change. Continue appreciating the progress you've already made while remaining open to adjustments that better match the future you're creating. Every experience, even those that once seemed insignificant, may now prove to have prepared you for greater responsibilities ahead. If you're searching for a new position or hoping to redefine your career path, patience will become one of your greatest strengths. Each conversation, application, or new connection may contribute more than it first appears. Even opportunities that don't immediately produce results can introduce you to valuable people, fresh perspectives, or unexpected possibilities that become important later. Trust that your preparation is leading you toward an environment where your abilities can genuinely flourish. By staying calm, adaptable, and committed to continuous learning, you'll be ready to recognize the right opportunity when it arrives and confident enough to embrace it without hesitation. Financially, this period encourages thoughtful optimism rather than unrealistic expectations. As old dads begin to lose their influence, you may find yourself seeing possibilities that were previously hidden by uncertainty. A creative idea, a collaborative project, or a carefully considered investment could gradually strengthen your financial foundation over time. Instead of focusing only on immediate rewards, you may begin appreciating the quiet security that comes from making wise, sustainable decisions. Growth is less about sudden breakthroughs and more about creating habits that continue supporting you long after today's opportunities have passed. The confidence you build through responsible choices may become just as valuable as the financial gains themselves. Remain attentive to meaningful opportunities, helpful conversations, and unexpected introductions that seem to arrive at just the right time. They may not appear dramatic at first, yet they can quietly open doors that support both your sense of purpose and your material stability. Sometimes a simple conversation, a shared idea, or an invitation to collaborate becomes the beginning of something much larger than it initially appears. By balancing confidence with careful judgment, you'll be better prepared to recognize which opportunities deserve your energy and which are simply passing distractions. As you continue moving forward with patience and clarity, you'll discover that lasting abundance is often built one thoughtful decision at a time. Financial confidence begins to grow when you invest not only in your resources, but also in your own development. The more you dedicate yourself to work, skills, and experiences that genuinely inspire you, the easier it becomes to recognize opportunities that once seemed hidden. What may have looked like a closed door in the past could now reveal itself as a lesson that quietly prepared you for something better suited to the person you're becoming. Challenges that previously felt like constant obstacles may now reveal themselves as valuable lessons, quietly strengthening both your confidence and your long-term stability. Continue moving forward with intention, trusting that steady effort often creates results that are far more lasting than quick victories. The progress you're building now may not always be dramatic, but it has the potential to support you long after moments of temporary success have faded. This is also a time to remain open to fresh ideas and different approaches. Let yourself question routines that no longer support the future you're trying to build, and don't be afraid to adjust your plans when a better path becomes visible. Sometimes growth begins with something as simple as changing your perspective, rather than changing your destination. Meaningful progress rarely comes from repeating yesterday's habits. It grows from your willingness to learn, adapt, and respond with both confidence and discernment. As you do, you'll likely discover that success feels more fulfilling when it reflects your values as much as your ambitions, creating achievements that feel authentic instead of merely impressive. In matters of the heart, today's energy encourages thoughtful attention rather than unnecessary concern. If you're in a long-term relationship, you and your partner may simply be entering a season where familiar routines need renewed care. Relationships naturally evolve over time, and periods of quiet adjustment are often signs of growth rather than warning signs of distance. Small misunderstandings or differences in expectations can often be resolved through patient conversation before they become larger issues. Listen as carefully as you speak, because someone you love may be trying to express something that deserves your full presence. The willingness to truly hear one another may strengthen your connection more than finding the perfect words ever could. Rather than assuming you already know the answers, create space for honest dialogue. A calm conversation can reveal perspectives that were previously overlooked, helping both of you move beyond old frustrations without carrying them into the future. Sometimes what appears to be disagreement is simply two people trying to feel understood in different ways. Healthy relationships are strengthened not because they avoid challenges, but because both people remain willing to understand each other with openness and compassion. Every sincere conversation has the potential to replace uncertainty with trust, allowing your connection to deepen naturally. If you're single, this is a meaningful time to observe emotional readiness, both your own and someone else's. A connection may feel promising while still carrying unfinished emotional history beneath the surface. That doesn't necessarily mean it cannot grow, but it does suggest allowing trust to develop gradually instead of rushing toward certainty. Pay attention to consistency, emotional availability, and whether the relationship brings you greater peace rather than emotional confusion. The strongest beginnings are often the ones that unfold without pressure, giving both people enough space to show who they truly are over time. Your family life also reflects the quiet changes taking place within you. As you become more centered and confident in your own decisions, your presence naturally brings greater warmth and stability to those around you. The calm you cultivate within yourself often becomes something others instinctively respond to, even if they cannot explain why. Conversations may become more sincere, misunderstandings easier to resolve, and shared moments more meaningful than they've felt in some time. Healing often extends beyond the individual, gently strengthening the bonds that connect everyone together. Even small gestures of appreciation or simple moments spent listening can create lasting memories that reinforce a sense of belonging. You may also notice unexpected support arriving through family members or people who feel like family. Shared experiences, simple acts of kindness, or honest conversations can deepen trust in ways that don't require dramatic gestures. Someone's encouragement may arrive exactly when you need reassurance, reminding you that you don't have to carry every responsibility alone. By continuing your own personal growth while respecting the independence of those you love, you help create an atmosphere where everyone has room to evolve together. That balance between connection and individuality becomes one of the greatest strengths within your relationships. Your overall energy today is steady rather than overwhelming, reminding you that not every meaningful day has to be filled with constant activity. There is quiet strength in moving at a pace that allows you to remain present instead of exhausted. Patience becomes one of your greatest strengths, allowing you to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. Even when progress feels gradual, trust that every experience is quietly teaching you something valuable about yourself. Looking back, you may eventually realize that the slowest seasons were also the ones that shaped your greatest wisdom. One quality worth nurturing today is your natural willingness to support others. Your kindness often creates a ripple effect that reaches farther than you realize, inspiring trust and encouraging others to offer the same generosity in return. At the same time, be mindful of overthinking or spending too much energy on people or situations that consistently leave you feeling drained instead of inspired. Compassion should never require you to abandon your own well-being. Balance also extends to your physical health, so choosing moderation in your daily habits, including your diet, your rest, and the way you manage stress can help you feel more grounded, focused, and energized throughout the day. For those who are studying or learning something new, today's message is simple. Allow yourself time. Understanding develops through repetition, curiosity, and patience rather than pressure. If certain concepts feel challenging, begin with what already feels familiar and build from there. Confidence often grows through a series of small victories that gradually expand your abilities. Every small step contributes to a stronger foundation, and with steady confidence, your progress will become increasingly clear. The effort you invest today has the potential to make future challenges feel much easier to navigate. As for compatibility, today's energy flows especially well with 3 zodiac signs that naturally complement the themes of balance, thoughtful communication, and mutual understanding unfolding throughout your day. As for compatibility, today's energy flows especially well with 3 zodiac signs, each offering a different kind of balance to your day. First is Cancer. Conversations with Cancer may feel unusually warm and effortless, making even ordinary moments enjoyable. Whether you're talking about family, future plans, work, or simply sharing a laugh, their presence can remind you not to take life quite so seriously and to appreciate the comfort of genuine connection. Their emotional awareness may also encourage you to express thoughts that you've been quietly holding back, creating moments of understanding that feel both natural and reassuring. Next is Capricorn. Their grounded perspective complements your thoughtful nature, making today especially favorable for practical decisions that may have been waiting for the right moment. If an important choice suddenly requires your attention, working alongside someone with Capricorn energy could help you approach it with calm judgment rather than unnecessary pressure. Together, you may discover that clarity often comes through steady thinking instead of rushing toward an answer. Their practical outlook can serve as a helpful reminder that patience and consistency are often just as valuable as inspiration. Finally, Gemini brings an atmosphere of easy communication and balanced conversation. If you spend time with someone under this sign, interactions are likely to feel smooth, relaxed, and free from unnecessary conflict. It may not be the most exciting or dramatic day, but there is real value in peaceful moments that allow everyone to simply enjoy each other's company. Sometimes quiet harmony creates more lasting comfort than constant excitement ever could. These simple exchanges can leave you feeling mentally refreshed and emotionally lighter by the end of the day. As we come to the close of today's reflection, thank you for choosing to spend these moments with me. I hope this reading has offered not only guidance, but also a little more clarity as you continue finding your own balance. Every reading is simply an invitation to reflect more deeply on your own journey and notice the opportunities that may already be unfolding around you. Remember, astrology is not about removing your freedom to choose it. Simply offers another perspective from which to understand the path unfolding before you. If today's message resonated with your heart, I'd truly appreciate your support by leaving a like. It helps these reflections reach others who may also be searching for a little encouragement today. And if you'd like to continue exploring future readings together, you're warmly invited to subscribe and turn on notifications so we can meet again soon. Your support allows this community to continue growing with the same spirit of kindness, curiosity, and thoughtful reflection. Thank you for bringing your thoughtful energy into this space. Until next time, may your choices lead you toward greater balance, your relationships bring you genuine peace, and may the days ahead unfold with quiet confidence, renewed hope, and gentle moments of unexpected joy.